me to cue you?
Yeah. I just have one more quick one.
Yeah, no worries. It's only on the court line. If anyone's there, you want to let me know, and I can cue this live.
And then we're not going to stop. Then we're going to kick on to, I'll show the video and a couple of things, and then I'll answer any questions you have as we're doing it.
Hello, it's Tony on the court line. Is anyone there?
You want me to talk?
No.
Okay.
Hey, I'm on the court line if you guys want to talk to me. Hello, you want to give me a cue and we'll count this down for your show.
You should announce your phone number and have other people call.
Do you get a lot of viewers on the feed, Jason?
Pardon me?
Do you get a lot of viewers?
Yeah, more so after the
If you
fact.
want to cue me, I can have him walk out on cue.
Right now, there's 30 people watching.
Is this the VPD Facebook, or where's it?
Twitter. And Facebook. You can hear him. So
Can you give me some times? Oh, I don't know if they're going to wait that long. I don't know about that.
Oh, we gotta get going. Tony, we gotta get going.
I know. No, it's 9:30, so if you want it at 9:30 to have it, otherwise no.
What problems you're running into, Rob?
I'm not feeding anything. Why so early today?
10:30, we're moving over to the kids' soccer.
Oh.
Whitecaps.
1 minute and 10 seconds.
You can wait
Is
that.
that at Strathmore?
Yeah.
Update on times, please. 45. $30.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming down this morning. We're going to talk this morning about a number of vehicles that have been damaged on Vancouver's west side in the last couple of months. The Vancouver Police are asking for the public's help in identifying the person responsible for damaging almost 80 vehicles on Vancouver's west side since March of this year. Since March, we've seen a number of vehicles damaged in the area of Kitsilano, Dunbar, and the Kerrisdale neighborhoods. Owners have reported that various designs have been etched into the paint of their vehicles. They've described the damage to their vehicle as the letter Z, the letters M, and some have had smiley faces on them. In addition to having their paint damaged, other registered owners of their vehicles have contacted us and let us know that they've also had the soft top of the roofs of their convertibles damaged, as well as the emblems from the back and front of their vehicles stolen. Our analysts have been able to identify what appears to be 5 separate crime sprees in relation to these types of offenses. They all occurred since March, and they occurred in the areas of Kerrisdale, Dunbar, and Kitsilano. We're working with the property owners in the affected areas, and we're encouraging residents to look out for one another, to report suspicious behavior to police through 911 immediately. Investigators have located security footage of a person damaging a vehicle on May 31st near West 12th and McDonald. The video shows a suspect who's concealing his identity, scratching up the paint on a Porsche and then cutting the roof. The latest incident occurred this past weekend in the Dunbar area, where we've had several cars with their paint damaged. Detectives would like to hear from anybody with dash cam video who was driving the area of West 37th Avenue and Mackenzie Street between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. this past Monday morning. Anyone with information about these crimes is asked to contact the Vancouver Police Property Crime Unit at 604-717-0613 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477. Right now, I'd just like to take you through a couple of things here. We've got a video here that we'll let play through, and then I'll walk you through it a little bit here. Okay. So here we go. We've got the suspect here located on, just walking away nice and slow here. Obviously, he's got his face concealed. He's going to remove something from his pocket. He's going to walk to the back of the vehicle where there's no damage at this point. He starts etching in, calmly looking around, goes to the side of the vehicle, repeats the same behavior, and then continues, stands beside it nice and casual, and does slice the roof of this Porsche. After he's done, doesn't seem bothered, nice and calmly walks away. I haven't shown you the rest of the video, but he does go on to damage another vehicle in the same block. So we're asking anybody to have a look at this. Look at the type of clothing the person's wearing, just the way they walk, the backpack. Someone will recognize this person, we're confident. In addition, we're also asking people, if you have a friend, a family member who all of a sudden has a collection of emblems from vehicles, give us a call. That's a tip. That's an investigative lead for us. And we want to work to find out exactly what the motive is here, because as of right now, there's no financial gain for this. Nothing other than damaging the vehicles seems to be the reason for doing this.
Do you think he's targeting high-end vehicles?
High-end vehicles have been targeted, but we've also had some just normal mid-range vehicles targeted as well.
Do you think you should have everybody? Because like you said, it's been hard to even know how many people, a lot of people don't report this.
We're asking anyone who may have been a victim of this, have had their paint damaged, had their roof slashed, or think it could be related, and you've not made a report to police, please call us. We'd like to hear from you so we can get a very clear picture of what's happening and hopefully get some leads here and hold this person accountable.
Did you say 5 separate sprees?
Yes.
There's 4 sections there.
Yeah, so we've released a map as well, and I apologize, it's small, I was having some printer issues. So on this map here, we show the area between Trutch and Larch Street, between 11th and 15th. We show a larger area on Collingwood Street over to Larch, between 36th and 41st. That was doubled. That large box has been hit twice. Then we have a smaller box between Dunbar and Blenheim, between 42nd and 43rd, and the last one between Beechwood and West Boulevard, between 51st and 54th. So the reason we outlined this, we didn't put the specific addresses. We believe there are additional people out there. The main thing here is we want to let the public know on the west side, somebody walking around and they're damaging these vehicles. So if you notice anyone with suspicious behavior walking down the street, walking away from vehicles, although nothing's been taken, please give us a call. We have lots of officers in the area. We're giving these areas special attention, and we want to identify this person.
And so you think it's one person 5 times rather than some sort of, I don't know, even competition between people with different symbols?
We're not going to rule anything out, but based on the information we have right now, we believe the same person is responsible for all of these offenses.
How frustrating is this, that these are people, like, again, there seems to be no motive, and all it does is cause a pain for everybody.
I can't imagine the frustration these owners are going through. They're parking at their houses, they're parking on the street, they're not doing anything wrong. What's wrong here is the person's victimizing these vehicles for no apparent reason, and we want to hold them responsible.
Have you ever seen anything like this before in Vancouver?
I have not seen anything similar to this. We have had previous incidents where, ones that I can think about, youth have been going around, and whether it's a mirror getting knocked off, garbage cans getting knocked over, it's still not excusable, but I can see it happening. This year, there's no rhyme or reason. Nothing's being stolen. Nothing but the damage is being done.
Do we think the symbols mean something?
I don't have any information. It's a good question. I don't know. What is important about these emblems, someone has them at their house, someone has a collection of these somewhere, and we want to hear from anybody who knows about this.
Do you have a sense, this would be more ICBC's question, I guess, but what the cost with all of these incidents added up might look like?
The costs associated to these crimes that we have reported so far is well over $100,000, probably into $200,000 by this point. ICBC would be the best person, but we are working very closely with our partners at ICBC to try to hold the person responsible for this.
What kind of charges are you looking at?
Depending on the motive and the information that's available, but at the very least, it would be mischief, damage to property. I suspect there'd be some sort of possibility for civil repercussions as well.
You had talked about deterrent, police trying to prevent this, and then you had said something about a police car as well from McDonald. Talk about what police are doing to try to prevent this. It's kind of, you want to look visible, and that's probably the best deterrent, right?
We're doing an education piece by letting the public know. We're asking neighbors to look out for one another. If you see something suspicious, call 911 immediately. We all keep different hours, so you may be sleeping, your neighbor may be awake, so we're asking people to keep an eye out. We're also asking anybody who may know someone with a sudden collection of car emblems, give us a call.
Are you guys patrolling more? What are you trying to do to prevent it?
We've we've let all of our patrol members know, as well as our detectives, some police officers that you see on the street, some that are present but you're not necessarily going to see them. We are going to be patrolling. We're going to give these areas special attention, and we're hoping to identify this person.
Has this all been overnight?
All of these damages to vehicles have been occurring during late night, early morning hours.
When you say crime sprees, did it happen in spates, like 2 days here, and 2 days here, and 2 days here, or has it been a consistent since March?
Since March, we've noticed at least 5 different crime sprees, with a period of time in between, whether it's 2 weeks or a month. There's a significant amount of time in between, so if we were to show up today and investigate, we're not necessarily expecting him to show up tonight. We're not going to rule that out. So if you've been a victim today and you see something suspicious tonight, call us. We've had some people that have been victimized more than once.
Same car?
Same vehicle, and we've looked into any sort of possibility of why they were being targeted, and there's nothing to.
You mentioned this in contrast to other incidents with teens, perhaps. We think this is an adult, or do you have more than the video to kind of make that assessment on?
We don't. That's part of the reason we're not providing you with a description, is because we don't really have a specific description other than what you see in the video. So what we would want the public to do is, if they see anyone out acting suspicious near vehicles or have a hint of who this may be, male or female, to give us a call.
Looks like a male in the video.
It does. To me, it looks like a male as well. I've been fooled before.
Is it possible to walk us through the symbols again on the screen?
Yes, I don't think this one he particularly steals at this one, but if we can put this up again, the video, I'll walk you through. What gets me, so these symbols here that the person's scratching on, these are consistent. So these are consistently put on a vehicle. So this here has been described as a letter Z, depending on which way you look at it, letter N. We've also had happy faces. It's front of this BMW. And why we have this one up here, this is the sort of emblem I'm speaking of. So we also have those in the back of our vehicles, and they are missing from some of the cars that have been damaged during this series.
Is it that distinct smiley face with the double mouth thing?
It is. It looks to me like he's doing a scratch and then just trying to outline it. So that double might be trying to go over the same tracks. I really don't know, but what I do know is that it's consistent. Harry Potter. Any other questions that you'd like me to try to answer? Thanks for your time. Thanks for coming down this morning.